The Greyhound bus terminal in downtown Los Angeles was just that, the terminal, as in disease, the end of the line, the last stage of a sickness that dies with you. I left the city as soon as I arrived, hardly took the time to gaze upon the holy word on the hill, or to walk in the footsteps of the famous in front of Gladman's Chinese theater. The sunset on the boulevard colored Los Angeles with the intensity of a golden nugget in a rotten tooth, in a septic mouth, in a beautiful face. I didn't go to San Francisco where John Paul Knowles was still killing time and where the garbage people of no-name Maddox were preparing themselves for their bloody happening on Cielo Drive. People were still bringing flowers to San Francisco. They wore them like funeral rats in their hair. I followed the Carpenter Trail, hung around in the Bay Area for a while, and finally came to Sacramento, where I found a place at the Samaritans, a halfway house between nowhere and less. The bigger part of the guests were wilted winos, crushed under the wheels of the wagon, and the stench coming from the sewers was unbearable. I shared a room with this junkie who at night arranged oranges around his head so the vitamin C could more easily penetrate what was left of his brain. I hitched a ride on the Interstate 5 with his famous Green Bay Packers football star, who brought me as far as Yuba City, where I found work on a fruit farm owned by these two crazy brothers. Me and some other nameless nomads picked peaches from morning till evening, and we all got drunk at night. I was asked to stay on after the picking season was over to work the trees. It would be winter soon, so much was certain as death in the onion field. I bought myself a second-hand Volkswagen. The passenger seat was missing and the doors jammed, which would make it difficult to pick up hitchhikers. But then again, I had no intention yet to travel other than by myself. And then one day, under the brown fog of a winter's dawn, for the first time I saw death in the city. Herb Mullin, as I was told later, shot this man right in front of my eyes. A year earlier, he had bashed the skull of a drifter with a baseball bat. He had eviscerated a young girl, stabbed a priest in his confessional, killed his dealer and the dealer's wife, murdered a mother and her 2 children, and executed 4 teenagers in their campsite in the Garden of Eden. He had killed them all to preserve California from an ever-devastating earthquake, because Herb Mullin was a dog that is friend to man. That same day I crossed the Nevada state border. I drove like a madman. I drove all the time, and the little girl that came running towards you from every newspaper's front page ran with me all the way between Trang Bang and My Lai. Her name was Kim Pook, and together we were like Friedrich Nietzsche's words. We were everything that didn't know where to go. We were everything that didn't know a way out.